Hi, my name is Steve Cave. I wanted to give you a personal welcome to my class and make a short video to walk you through Brightspace, just the basics of it so you know where to go and what to do. So I'm going to minimize myself here. Now this is the course homepage. If you click on this will take you here. At the course homepage you'll see the activity feed, which is probably where you saw this announcement. I haven't made it yet, that's why I'm recording the video now. A little bit of information about me and how to get a hold of me, and a calendar of what's coming up, what's due, and then there's a visual navigation that you can use to go through all this, right? So this is all, you can navigate that way, or you can come up here and hit on content. This is what content looks like. It gives you a little navigation to the side, and then when you click on things, it opens them up to the right. So I recommend just following these and doing them in order. So start your course here. It's a good place to start. It'll give you a course overview, course navigation, talk about a lot more details than what I'm doing right now. But you can do that. And then I recommend checking this out. This is the syllabus and me. You can learn about me. There's me and my dog and stuff about me, but also the syllabus is here, and the schedule if you want to download those and take a look at them. I recommend doing it. And then over here we have Module 1, and this is where things start. When you click on Module 1, you'll see right off the bat, this little symbol means that it's a discussion board. So if you click on it, it should take you directly to the discussion, and then you can go post to your self-introduction, which you need to do this week. And then just come back here and continue following through the module. So you would read about what academic writing is, read through this, and then go to the next one and the next one. There's a quiz, so don't miss that. And then keep going all the way to Module 1. At the end, you'll go to the discussion board for that. Every module has a discussion board. So that's where those are, and that's where you find them. Under content, go into the module, that's how you get to them. So that's how you're going to navigate everything. This week, you need to do these first three. Start the course here, syllabus, schedule, and course team, and module 1. These first two, you can breeze through if you've been through college before and you've done college online. This isn't going to be anything too new, but module 1, you need to make sure you jump on. And the discussion board parts are due Wednesdays. Now, let me finish telling you about the navigation here, and then I'll tell you the basic rules of the class. That's content. Assignments is where you find the assignments for this class. There are 3, because there's 3 essays. Here's when they're due. Here's where they are. Here's where you're going to submit them. And when you can, if you want to know more about each one of them, you can click on one like informative essay, and it'll tell you all about what I'm expecting. And there's rubrics, so that's how you navigate that. And grades, where you're going to see your grades. Library takes you to the library website, so you can use that. Reading list, we won't be using much in this class, but it's for you if you want to create your own reading list. And communication is where you can find announcements. You can use CityU email, and if we do a Zoom class ever, which I don't foresee us doing because this is all asynchronous, but if we wanted to, we could. And then there's help. This is where you get help. So if you have problems with Brightspace, you're lost, you're confused, something's wrong, use this here, CityU Brightspace 24/7 support. They should be getting back to you, honestly, very fast. So if you have a problem with this, and Brightspace is brand new to us, right? This is the first quarter we're using it. So there's a good chance you're going to have problems. And there's a good chance you'll have problems that I won't know the answer to. So when you run into a problem, feel free to talk to me, but also that's how you get help. I'll probably be directing you to go call them and to see if they can help you out. So that's the basics of Canvas. I hope that made sense. Now I want to move into the basics of this actual class, because I said go read the syllabus, but I don't think you're going to. You might, and I hope you do, but syllabuses aren't all that exciting. So what do you need to know about this class? How does it work? Here's the basics. Every week you will have a discussion board due. You'll have 2 parts. You'll have your first post, and then you'll have comments. You have to do at least 2 comments, right? That's how it works. So your initial post is going to be due by midnight every week, Wednesday. And then your comments are generally due every week by midnight, Sunday. Now, within that, the idea is you post, and then you give it a couple days, come back and check, see if people commented on yours, reply to any questions you got, and then comment on 2 other people's posts. And I hope those comments and posts will be meaningful, will be real, that you'll actually engage with the material and try to say something important or meaningful, but that isn't always possible, right? Sometimes the discussion board will have a weird answer, like a question of like name, like what is one? One of them asks you, there's 2 articles, and I ask you to say what the purpose of those articles are, and you'll be done. And then what are you going to talk about there? You're going to comment and say, I agree with you. So on those kind of days, it's okay to shoot off on tangents and ask questions and talk about other things, but you do need to get those 2 comments in. The place where I think it's most important are the weeks when we do peer editing, which we'll be doing in this class a lot. On those weeks, I expect a lot of commenting because you're helping each other out, right? So that's how that works. And you're responsible to answer any questions you get on your post that you get before the end of Saturday. So if somebody comments and asks you questions on Sunday, you can answer them, but I won't hold you accountable if you miss them. Make sense? So generally, an easy way to do discussion boards would be to post on Wednesday and come back Sunday and make sure you've answered your questions, right? That's an easy way to do it. But whatever works for you, and let me know if you have any questions. Some weeks of discussion boards are slightly different on what days things happen, so pay attention to that. And that's really it for the class. I think the last things I need to tell you are my policies. For example, late work. Late work. I hate late work. You're in college now, so do your best to get things in on time. Here's my late work policy. If you talk to me before the deadline and email me, tell me what's going on and ask for an extension, I'll probably give you an extension. But if you don't, and then the due date comes and goes, and you didn't say anything, then your work is going to be counted late. Late work immediately, just at most, can earn you 75% of what it would have earned you. That's a passing score, but only if you get a perfect A. If you get an A+, you get 75%. So that means, you have 3 essays, right? So with those essays, it's far better to turn in a mediocre essay and get a C and do it on time than the following day, turn it in late, but it's perfect and get a D, because that's what 75% is. It's a D. So get your stuff in on time. And if you need an extension, I am super generous. I'm just not generous at all if the deadline comes and goes, because then, well, it has to be some accountability somewhere. But you can turn in late things up till the last day of the class. So if you miss an essay, still get it done, but you have a lot of time to work on it. Make it perfect so you can get at least all 75% of those points, right? Makes sense, I hope. So that's my late policy. And plagiarism, I got to mention it right up front. Plagiarizing at all will fail your essay, will probably fail you in the whole class, but at least the essay. So don't plagiarize. If you're worried if you're plagiarizing, if you're not sure, you ask me, right? Ask me. That's what I'm here for. So if you're sitting there going, oh my gosh, I'm not sure if I'm plagiarizing or not, this makes me anxious, just ask your professor and I will tell you if it is or not. Most of the time, it's easy to tell when something is accidentally plagiarized versus intentionally. Usually accidental plagiarism is when somebody just simply forgot to put quotes around something, or you thought that you were paraphrasing, but you only changed 2 words. That's not a paraphrase, heads up. So maybe if you're in that boat, then you might still fail the essay. Who knows? But you at least won't fail the class because I'll understand you just made a mistake. But those mistakes are important to catch, so make sure you take that seriously. And what else? Discussion boards, assignments. I think we covered it all. But if you have any questions, how to get a hold of me, you have under Meet Your Professor, you have my email address and my phone number. So email me, call me, text me, all of it works. If you email me, I work really hard to make sure that I answer those emails within 48 hours. However, that said, life happens with me too. And sometimes I've had students email me on a Friday evening and then be upset that I haven't answered in Monday morning. So weekends and holidays, I try to enjoy. So I still try and work on them though. So I will still try and get that 48-hour window. But if there's a weekend or a holiday in the middle there, I ask you please for some grace. But along with that, if you have a question that you need an urgent answer to and you've emailed me and I'm not replying, then jump straight to the phone, right? Text me or call me directly. If you call me directly before texting me, I'll ignore it. It'll go to voicemail because I'll assume you're spam. But leave a message, I'll figure it out, and we'll connect that way. Because if you need help right away, the phone's the easiest way to get hold of me. Otherwise, email and trust that I will get back to you. However, there are times where I'm a human and I miss an email. So if you have emailed me and enough time, whatever amount of time goes by and you're feeling anxious, feel free to email me again and again. I will not be bothered. So that's my job, right? So there we go. I think that covered everything. If you have any questions, let me know. You know how to now. And I'll see you on the discussion boards. First thing you should do now is jump into module 1. post your self-introduction, read through Module 1, make sure you understand it, and then do discussion board number 1, which is all about writing a thesis statement. Yeah. So if you have questions about that, also email me. But I think if you follow the module, it should make some sense. I hope. Anyway, there we are. And welcome to the class again. I'm happy you're here.